In this video, we are going to look at whether it's a good thing to niche down or not, as well as look at a really cool niche with great potential, and you'll also get a sneak peek at a new app that will help you make these kinds of books in minutes. Welcome to my channel. My name is Caroline, and I think one of the biggest places people get stuck with picking what niche to make books in is whether to pick a big, wide niche with lots of demand and also lots of competition, or whether to pick a smaller niche which might have less demand but has more of a chance to make sales in. And at the end of the day, that decision is really up to you and the kind of books you want to make, and it's going to be different for everyone. But today I wanted to go over the pros of going in to what would be considered a smaller niche or a sub niche of a larger niche. A few months ago, I did a series of videos about making educational workbooks and what a great opportunity that niche is to get into, and that is sort of a broad, wide niche with lots of different smaller niches within it. And one of those sub niches is educational workbooks focusing on telling time practice. The great thing with smaller, more targeted niches is that there is definitely a lot less competition in those niches, so the potential to make sales is much greater than a niche with a lot of competition. So let's take a look at the time telling niche on Amazon and what is currently available there. I've just gone over to Amazon.com. I've popped in time telling practice. There may be other keywords, other keyword phrases that you might want to put in to see if it brings up any kind of different search results for these types of books, but we'll have a look at what comes up. We've got just over 1,000 results, which means that is really great in terms of having a low competition. First thing we want to determine is this niche too big, too broad, or is it a nicer, smaller niche that we can try to target? And that's how we do that, by seeing how many results. So having only 1,000 or a little bit over 1,000 results is really great to tell us that this is not oversaturated and it's not too high competition already. So the next thing we need to look at is, well, is there even demand for this niche? Because sometimes the reason that there isn't a lot of competition is because there isn't a lot of demand. The way that we do that is we just take a look at what books are in this niche currently and are they selling. If we scroll down here, we have a Humble Math 100 Days of Telling the Time, Practice Reading Clocks. Now, if we take a look at this book, it has over 3,300 reviews, basically a 5-star book. And at the time of me making this video, the bestseller rank, which is this figure here, is 27,012. So for anyone who is new to publishing on Amazon or selling anything on Amazon, a bestseller rank is a number given to every book in the Amazon bookstore, and it determines its popularity in the store. So the lower that number, the better. So that book is ranking 27,000 out of the tens of millions of books that are currently available for sale on Amazon. So we use this information to figure out that yes, there is demand for this book because it has a great bestseller rank and it has a lot of reviews, and people who have bought this particular book have really been loving it. If we scroll down a little bit further, there are some other books within this niche for telling the time with a little bit higher of a bestseller rank. So it's just showing that that one particular book is currently sort of dominating this particular niche or micro niche, and that means that there is some real room in here for us to come in and create something better that people are going to like better and be able to make some sales with in this niche. Now, just going back to this particular book with this bestseller rank of 27,000. So in the grand scheme of things, what does that even mean? Now, we can use some tools that can help us estimate how many books are selling based on that bestseller rank. There are lots of different tools out there that you can use. I always just go to TCK Publishing's Amazon Book Sales Calculator, and this will just help us estimate how many books that bestseller rank is selling to give us an idea of what we could possibly make if we had a book in this niche with a similar bestseller rank to this one. So I'll pop in 27,000 of a bestseller rank, and so this one's estimating that it's making around 160 sales per month, which is fantastic for one book that is in quite a small niche with very little competition in it. Now, I am going to take a look inside this book so we can just see how this book's laid out, what type of telling time clocks are in there, that sort of thing. So we scroll down here. So this one is for learning which hour is on the clock, and we've got different variations of multiple choice where the person can just write the time, or this one they have to draw the hands on the clock. Day 2, we've got hours again, and it's just a similar thing, multiple choice, writing in the answer, drawing the clock hands on. So we go through for hours, and then we're moving on to quarter hours. So learning what quarter past, quarter to, etc. is on the clock, or how to write it and how to draw that on the clock. So every page is laid out the same, and it just has a whole heap of different variations on learning how to tell the time. Now, the second great thing about niching down is becoming an expert at one particular thing or one particular subject. Now, let's keep looking at this particular brand of books. They have created a suite of books all around educational materials, and all their educational workbooks revolve around maths in some way. So they have the 100 days of timed tests, which is the multiplication, math drills, addition, subtraction, division. So they have niched their books right down. So each book is one particular type of math problem, and they're also targeting different ages on each one as well. We've got pre-algebra, fractions, money, telling the time, long division. And all of their books have fantastic bestseller ranks. This one here with the multiplication problems is got a bestseller rank of 1,000, which is insane. If we go back over to the TCK publishing calculator and see how many books they would be selling each month with 1,000 rank, over 2,000 books a month. And all of their books have great bestseller ranks. They have branded their books. All their books have the same color, the same style of font, the same covers. So when a customer comes onto Amazon and they look at one particular type of book from this brand, and then they go looking for something else, they can straight away see that these books are all from the same brand, because they have really niched down, created a brand that is really easy to recognize across all these different math books. And even scrolling right down to this first page of search results, their highest bestseller rank is in the 20,000s. So the amount of books that they're selling each day just from this little suite of books that are just niched down into the math niche is insane. And you can even take it one step further by niching down and getting even deeper within the time telling practice niche, or even in the math niche, and creating books for each different age group. So you've got a time telling practice workbook, one for kids that are kindy age, one for kids that are 6 to 8, one for kids that are 9 to 12, and so on and so on, because obviously the difficulty in the problems and the puzzles are going to vary greatly from a child that is kindy age as opposed to a child that is 9 or 10 or 11. And so I can give you a little sneak peek of a new app which is being released this weekend that helps you make these exact books in literally minutes. If you are interested in this software, keep an eye out for a video that I'll be putting out this weekend reviewing the software and showing you exactly how it works and letting you know pricing and everything, because you get huge discounts for the first few days that this software becomes available. And this software let me create these pages here with just the click of a few buttons. So as I say, make sure to subscribe. Come back for my next video that will come out once this app is available to purchase with all the details about it. And I'll see you in the next video.